The folk horror subgenre has been revitalized thanks to recent films like The Witch and Midsummer, but Daniel Cocateo's Starve Acre highlights a recurring issue within British folk horror films, in that they all follow a very recognizable and therefore predictable formula, from the remote countryside settings to a series of bizarre supernatural events, all of which feel familiar in this well-made but otherwise formulaic film. Set in the 1970s, Starve Acre follows the Willoughby family, including archaeologist Richard, who's Matt Smith, and his wife Juliet, who's Morfydd Clark, who have moved into Richard's childhood farmhouse in Yorkshire with their young son Owen, who's Arthur Shaw. But when tragedy soon befalls the family, plunging them into very different states of grief, they are led down an increasingly unsettling path, one involving a mysterious rabbit skeleton that Richard has unearthed while excavating his land. Cocateo's adaptation of Andrew Michael Hurley's novella pays homage to 70s horror films, right down to some moody and atmospheric shots of the foggy Yorkshire moors that are very reminiscent of films like Don't Look Now. But despite the stunning visuals, courtesy of cinematographer Adam Scarth, the film struggles with thin material that neither these visuals nor the strong performances by Matt Smith and Morfydd Clark can fully elevate. For the plot is slow and predictable in places, and the characters remain underdeveloped, which limits your emotional investment, as the script doesn't allow for a deeper exploration of their grief or motivations, leaving some of their later inexplicable decisions quite baffling. Starve Acre also falls short as an effective horror film, veering into silliness during its out there final act, particularly with an initially intriguing subplot involving the aforementioned rabbit skeleton, which is brought to life with impressive practical effects, but eventually strains credibility as the film shifts into full typical A24 horror movie mode, as characters make choices that become more and more difficult to take seriously. In essence, Starve Acre is a well-crafted but ultimately unremarkable entry in British folk horror, because while Cocateo successfully evokes the classic 70s horror aesthetic, the film's thin plot and underdeveloped characters prevent it from standing out among its peers, instead serving as a reminder of the more effective examples in this subgenre. So for that, I'm giving it 3 stars. Visit the Film Feeder website to read my more detailed review, but for now, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe for more reviews, and I'll see you next time.